Jenny-Wanda Barkmann, the youngest warden of the Stutthof concentration camp, became famous for her incredible cruelty. It's hard to believe now, but a bloodthirsty monster was hiding under the guise of a cute student. The prisoners nicknamed her Mad Jenny and the Beautiful Ghost and cursed her many years after her death. Very little is known about the biography of Jenny-Wanda Barkmann. She was born on May 22, 1922, in Hamburg in a poor German family. Her father was a simple dock worker, and her mother was a housewife. Jenny has always dreamed of a bright and exciting life. From early childhood, she showed an interest in fashion and art. After school, the girl, whom nature endowed with a very attractive appearance, began a career as a fashion model. The outbreak of the war did not change her plans, and Jenny Barkmann successfully starred for German magazines and advertisements. Her natural attractiveness and ability to embody different images made her an ideal model. However, at the beginning of 1944, something happened in the life of the beauty. Jenny suddenly quit her modeling job and got a job as a warden at the Stutthof concentration camp, located near Danzig. Stutthof began its history as a camp for political prisoners, but eventually became a place of mass destruction of people, as well as a place for prisoners of war and forced labor. Prisoners in Stutthof faced extreme living conditions, malnutrition, and lack of medical care. They were subjected to torture, inhuman treatment by the guards, and often became victims of mass shootings and gas chambers. It is not known exactly what prompted the 21-year-old girl to get a job in this hell. Probably, she was attracted by the high earnings of the guards and the opportunity for career growth. Or maybe the desire for power over people has awakened in Barkmann. Anyway, Jenny successfully passed the interview and was accepted into the staff of wardens. From the very first days of work, the former model showed zeal for service and special cruelty. The main contingent of Stutthof were women and children of Jewish and Polish nationality. Barkmann mercilessly beat the prisoners and sent them to the gas chambers. Jenny showed great imagination by torturing her victims. Externally, the supervisor Jenny Barkmann looked like a fragile intelligence student, and this contrast made her even more terrible. The exact number of victims of Mad Jenny is unknown, but they say that she was involved in the deaths of hundreds of prisoners and killed dozens with her own hands. Such crimes left no chance for the warden to be pardoned, so in 1945, as soon as the Allied troops began to approach Stutthof, she fled. Jenny-Wanda Barkmann became one of the most wanted Nazi criminals in 1945. She managed to hide from justice for 4 months. Where she spent this time and who helped her, the investigation could not find out. Fortunately, the personal file of the sadist with a photograph was preserved in the concentration camp, and besides, the prisoners remembered her well in person. Pictures and descriptions of Mad Jenny were sent all over Europe, and soon she was captured. Jenny-Wanda Barkmann fell into the hands of a military patrol at the Gdansk train station when she was about to leave Poland. At the first interrogation, Jenny stated that she had always treated Jews well and had never bullied prisoners. Moreover, she claimed that she secretly helped the unfortunate and even saved them from death. The image of the monster from Stutthof did not fit at all with the appearance and behavior of a modest girl. Jenny Barkmann even managed to mislead one of the prison guards. Corporal Joseph Lias, a Jew by nationality, was so imbued with the girl's stories that he began to sympathize with her. The Nazi criminal begged the man to let her out for just a few hours. According to the girl, this would be enough to collect evidence of innocence. However, the corporal saw in time the materials of the criminal case of Jenny Barkmann with creepy photos of her victims and did not make a fatal mistake. What he saw enraged Joseph Lias, because his parents and many friends died in German concentration camps. The corporal didn't talk to Jenny anymore, and the villain's last chance for salvation disappeared like smoke. Dozens of surviving prisoners of Stutthof testified against Jenny Barkmann in court. Their words were confirmed by dozens of documents found in the camp office. The lawyer tried to build a line of defense for his ward on the state of her mental health. He claimed that a normal person is not capable of the atrocities attributed to Jenny Barkmann, especially since she had no reason to hate anyone. However, Barkmann didn't look crazy. She reacted to all the arguments of the lawyer and the prosecutor's accusations with contemptuous laughter. When the death sentence was announced, Jenny did not cry and did not ask for clemency and listened to it calmly. The last word of the criminal in court was, "Life is really a great pleasure, and pleasure, as a rule, does not last long." Early in the morning of July 4, 1946, Jenny-Wanda Barkmann, along with 10 other war criminals, was brought to the place of execution on the Biskup Hill near Gdansk. More than 200,000 people gathered there to see the death of Nazi criminals. Many have come from afar to see the death of their tormentors and executioners of their relatives and friends. Corporal Joseph Lias also stood in the crowd of spectators. No one was going to mess with criminals in Gdansk as in Nuremberg. A professional executioner was not even involved in the execution. The condemned were taken under the big gallows on trucks, put nooses on their necks, after which the car drove off. After the death of the matron, there was a story among the people about her shameful funeral. Someone started a rumor that Jenny Barkmann was cremated, and her ashes were taken to Hamburg and poured into the toilet of the apartment where she was born. Of course, it was just a made-up story. At that time, no one would cremate the body of a criminal and then take the ashes somewhere. Like the bodies of the other executed, Jenny's body was sent to the anatomical theater in Gdansk. There they became visual aids for medical students, after which they were disposed of as biological waste. During the existence of the Stutthof concentration camp, 65,000 people died in it. It is noteworthy that the commandants of this concentration camp were never executed. The last head of Stutthof, Paul Werner Hoppe, died of old age in 1972 in his apartment. Thanks for watching, friends. Write in the comments on which topic to release the next video. Also be sure to like and subscribe to my channel.